56% traffic. What the heck is going on? Oh, why does it do that? So here we are in Biffalo County, and we are trying to hammer down the traffic because it's got out of hand, I've got to be honest. And I think the way we're going to fix it is with a city-wide metro. If we have a look at how our city is set up at the moment, regular viewers will realise that we only have one access to the highway here for pretty much everything. We've got a couple of little slip roads coming on and off over here. Just for coming off and coming back on again, going in that direction, not in the other direction. We've got a few little slip lanes coming on and off here, but nothing major really, that's not taking people in all sorts of other directions. And that's the only access that we've got. So this isn't unlocked yet, so we can't connect up here. And the city is struggling with the old traffic up the middle here. So I've been putting in, we've got 6-lane roads with trams. We've got 6-lane roads with, not trams, up here. Just 6-lane road, and this is sort of going okay. It's red, and then when it gets up here coming in and out of the city is this little quadrant, which, you know, I mean, it's not choking up the entire city, but it's getting a little bit blocked. There was one thing I wanted to do. This is becoming a bit of a traffic hot point down here, and if we zoom in, we can see our trams are in the same lane as all the cars, and yeah, love it when they all drive through each other like that. I don't know what's going on up there. We'll ignore that for a minute. What I'd like to do is try and give them a dedicated lane just for trams through there. So what I'm going to do is use this tool here, and we are going to ban cars from this outside lane, so nothing can go down there apart from trams, which then only gives us one straight on lane and one left lane. So then I'm going to just change that, and because this one isn't going to be used, is it? And do there we go, and do that. So you've still got 2 straight on lanes, and we'll see how that goes. Hopefully no more cars will pull down onto this lane here, which means once this all gets freed up, these trams can get through a little bit quicker, because the upshot of that was over here where the trams are coming around, we've got some stops somewhere, if I can find them. Look at that, absolutely ran with people. That's that one. This one over here as well on the front. So yeah, hopefully that will help. But we could do metro. You know, we've got a big enough city here. People want to come over here to the pedestrian area. We've got this new area over here with all the new lovely houses. People like coming over to the financial district, and then soon across the river as well. So I think a nice metro that really starts off in here in our fantastic hub where we've got all the buses, I think that would be just the ticket. So let's take a look at what metro we have available. And I've got my eye on this parallel one here. I think that's going to... Oh, there we go. Got an autosave. Let's have a quick sip of tea. Are you after a strong, sturdy mug for your cups of tea? Or coffee? It works for both if you really have to. Well, how about our new Cool Beans mug, now available on biffaplaysmerch.com. I think that will fit in nicely at the back here. That is actually bigger than I thought. Let's put that on so we can see what we're doing. And it's going to need placing up against a road, which is going to be this road at the back, which I don't actually think that's going to fit in there now. Darn it. Oh, it's going to be so close. It's going to be butting up against this, which is holding up the roof of the whole building. Oh, I thought we were going to get a smaller one in there than that. Or maybe we'll go for one of these instead. And that would actually still work quite well. Well, how big's this one? That is probably massive. Yeah. We'll go with one of these. I mean, that is... I think that's looking pretty nifty right there. That fits in perfectly, doesn't it? Excellente. So then that means we've got access here around the rest of the city. So where else do we need? So are we going to have just one in here? Or are we going to help these people? Because a lot of them seem to be coming from these sort of areas and over here. So I definitely think metro over here would go down well. Yeah, got a lot of high traffic areas down here. And it looks like with Anarchy on, we could actually place it up against the side here. And that would fit in very well. Again, I would probably just maneuver that along. Oh, stop jumping around to be sort of in the middle-ish there. That looks like it fits okay, doesn't it? I mean, we've got a bit of clipping with some... Well, that's okay, with the hedges down the side there. And that will give us 2 lines coming through there. So we can have 1 line connecting from here through to there, going on further down. So I definitely want another one down here. So we've got this plaza here. And that to me just seems like the perfect spot right there, which is great. So that gives us here 56% traffic. What the heck is going on? Okay, ignore that, we're working on it. So we've got this line here that can connect up, and then we can bring the second one off over to this area, which I think will work quite well. So maybe I'm just thinking about a metro in the middle here. Good grief, what's going on with this? We don't have a disaster recovery area here yet, do we? I'm not sure I want to put one of those in yet, so I'm just going to rebuild that, and we're just going to pretend that never happened. We've got this nice little space in the middle here, which would be perfect. There we go. If we use the Move It mod, we can get that right in the middle, do a little bit of decorating around there. Okay, so that gives us this one to here, that one to come around here, that one to go into there, which is a shame it's not a double, but that might change in the future. Do we have another little one over here? Cherry Point seems like... Oh, it's gone up to 75%. Cherry Point seems like it's too small of an area to have a metro. So I'm not going to put it in there. And Mount T-Bank, I think, to be honest, I mean, we can see there's not a lot of people coming over there. Once this gets built up, I think this is going to need a metro over here, but we'll cover that a bit later. So why don't I get these all hooked up? We've got our, let's have a look, network multi-tool and create curve mode, and I'm pretty sure if I just do that and turn that around, yeah, that's going to do a nice curve underground there. Excellent. And then we can just carry that on. Don't forget to hold shift to go underground. Very good. And then we could always send this one out somewhere else when we want to. So we're going to go with that. Let's run some lines here. So we're going to have one line that's going to run up through here and curve back again. There we go. So people are going to switch over there if they want to come over to the other side. Excellent. We'll name that in a sec. Then we'll have a second one here that goes from there and back again. You going to let me do that? Add stop. Hasn't let me add the stop. Something seems to have gone awry. Ooh, what's going on there? That is not a nice underground tunnel. Why is that so high up in the air? Okay, let me just fix that and check the other one as well. Make sure there's no oddities going on. I'm just going to use node marquee select and just go down underground with these. I don't know why that's gone so high over here. It seems like this is really high. Dropping down weirdly, and I'm not entirely sure that that's connecting accurately. That is ever so slightly annoying. I hate it when things like that happen. Let's just see if we can hook this up ourselves. Yeah, things are going a bit odd here. Right, I've got it working now. I just had to move it somewhere. I'll show you in a second. We're going to name this, because this hasn't been named just yet. Oh, I hope I haven't messed that zone up. This is going to be called, as we're on Snakus' island, Snakus Station. I think that will do. Yeah, I think that will work okay. So then let's name, let's go into here and go into here. So Metro Line 1, yep, is Washington to Snakus. I'm going to put station like that. Excellent. And this one goes Cherry to Eggleston. Excellent. Typing on point today. And yeah, what sort of vehicles we're going to have? Airport Express, S-Bahn train, one that's got a lot of capacity but not over the top. So if we just have a look what we're going to get out of that one, that's 500. It seems like a lot. It's got 2 vehicles on there. I'll tell you what though, I reckon this is going to get used a heck of a lot. We're going to do the same on there. That's got 1 vehicle. So we need to just let that run for a little bit. See how much they're used and see how much that helps people with getting around town. So I'll let it run and I'll be back with you in a moment. just had a thought. Moving up from this area to along here, we've got our intercity train that comes in, which has got a lot of people that are arriving here, and also intercity bus station. So I definitely think some metro in here. If I put it up against this road, then that's fine, because people can still walk over. They can still walk from here over the top. Yeah, so let us take, I think, another one of these, and hopefully we can do that. Am I going to get in the way of all the buses, though? Let's pop it in and see. There we go. Excellent. So that will add into there. So let me just sort this out, because that is now going to the wrong place. So I'm going to use this tool again. We're going to go from there to there and swatch that around. Yep, that's fine. And then we're going to go from there to there. Excellent. That's good. If we run that, where's our metro stops? Not showing up because I've got that tool open. So if we do that, and then what we should be able to do is add, there we go. Once it jumps across, we'll add a stop on that side and a stop on that side as well. Excellent. So now we're going to pick up anybody that wants to come through there. Fantastic. People go, don't walk past the metro. There we go. Thank you. Some people are using the metro. I think I'm getting invisible trains, you know. Wow, that was a big bus. Whoa, that's another big bus. Yeah. I thought I'd use the metro. Anybody? Where are they all going? There's metro. They're walking. Okay, that's fine. You can walk. Yeah, look. You can hear a train coming in, but there's no train there. That is really weird. I'm going to watch this and see whether they're getting invisible people arriving. But look, you can see them all walking out here, going where they're going. So, yeah, that's fine. You just carry on. You don't have to use the metro if you don't want to. Right, so the city is chugging along nicely. The metro's getting used. And, yeah, this is really weird for me because the last part of the video was recorded 9 days ago. And in the middle of all of that, I managed to get COVID for a second time. Brought back from school, I think, by one of the Kiddlywinkies. Thank you very much. Not their fault, of course, but there we go. And yeah, it's left me with I've got a bit of a chesty cough, bit of a cold sort of thing going on. But overall, I've managed to get through it, come out the other end and not be too bad. So now I'm diving into this to try and continue where we were. And I think the biggest thing that's going to solve our problem with all the traffic and everything, as I'm pretty sure I mentioned right back at the beginning, is the fact we've only got one highway interchange coming in and out of this city so far. We've got a couple of connections here, but nothing major. This is the one. I really want to concentrate on getting this hooked up. And of course we can't because we don't own that square just yet. Yes, so what do we need to do to get to that? Let's have a look at our milestones. 24,000 population. We haven't hit the one before yet at 15. That just gives us a loan. But 24,000 will give us another square, and it will be this one here that we will unlock, because everything, all of this is all going through here. And causing all sorts of problems. So I think we're going to concentrate on this section here and see if we can get, I mean, I really don't think we're going to get 10,000 people in there. We do have high density and we do have a high demand for residential. Maybe high density is the way to go. Which buildings are we going to use? Well, let's have a look at our district style editor. And I think it was a couple of episodes ago, we put together this plain US office and commercial, which if I just show what's included in there. So we've got all of these buildings with none of the European ones included at all, which works really well. So if we have a look at all and just have a look at our high density, we've got a lot of Art Deco, we've got a lot of block houses. So I'm going to put together a plain high density pack, remove everything that's got block house in the name, anything that's high rise or tenement or anything like that, we can put in. That will work well. There we go, and scrolling through, everything else is fine. So we're going to go with that. So I'm just thinking, let's just have a look at this access here. So at the minute, this access comes through here, as everything does. And we've got these roads down here. So I think what we're going to do, how far away is that from there? Is that a normal 11U? Okay, so we've got a little bit of space in there, which is fine. So if we go 11U up here. So where's that going to be? 11U, that'll be there, that'll come across to there. And I might just grid that in with 11U all the way along. And then what we can do as well is that means we can add some paths and things in here as well. Just thinking here as well whether I'm going to connect this up to this main road or not. I think we'll leave it as it is, but I definitely want a larger road going through here, as this is going to be a bit of a cut through. I should have thought of that first of all when we did it, but you know, I've thought of it now, so that's fine. And then I think we're probably going to do the same over on this side as well. What road are we using here? 2-lane road with grass. Yeah, because I want to give them the ability to park. We could even go for wide sidewalks. Oh, that's without parking as well. Yeah, we'll go with this one. Oh, can I park on this one with the grass? Decorative grass, low traffic, increased land value. Do you know what? I'm not entirely sure. Let's have a look with the parking. Parking? Well, that's weird. The parking tool's broken. It's not letting me pick any of the roads to work to see whether they... Oh, there we go. We've got parking on there. Oh, maybe that's what it is. There literally is no parking because of the grass. For some reason, I thought there was. I'm just going to blame it on the fact I've just had COVID. And we're going to carry on. No parking. I think we're going to have to just change it for these. And then we'll get our parking options. Yeah, I'm going to do that. And then we're going to expand it out this way as well. Right, so let's get our district in here. Now, these houses along here, I'm pretty sure I placed those by hand. Yeah, so it doesn't matter what the district style is going to be, which we're about to add in. There we go, Autumn District. And then we're going to add our styles on here. We want these plain US office and commercial and plain high density because we're going to go for both of those. And we also want to increase the land value a little bit around here as well to really make this somewhere where people want to live. Now, for noise, let's just have a look. I don't want this to be noisy for these houses that we've got that are living right here on the coast enjoying the beach. So I want to do something about that. And it's just so weird that cars are just appearing up here for no reason. But there we go. I guess they want to park. We have turned on the parking AI now as well, which is something we didn't have before. So, yeah. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to see if I can sort out... I want this to be all commercial. I'm going to go for low density commercial all along the front, but not up the side. So hopefully this will be enough commercial for the whole area, which will be good. I do want some parks popped in around here as well. There we go. So that would give us good coverage over there. In fact, we might even add, when we get the schools and things in here, we might just add a couple more park style things. This is going to be high density. So do we go for our super high capacity hospital and just sort of pop that in one of these slots up the top here? I don't really want it all the way down there. So maybe we do. We go for that and sort of use this little area here for some services like that. So we could fit that in there. We could fit a nice cryopreservatory in there. So it's not too far from the main road. I think that's going to be okay for now. And then we're going to see how it goes. So we are going to fill all of the rest of this in with high density because we want to get as much high density in here as possible. So let's see what we get. Now this is going well. People are moving in, which is what we want. Already 698 people. The land value is increasing, which is very good. We have no mass transit in here at all. So we are going to hook up to the metro that we've got. And if we remember, jumpy game, we've got this line here that comes into Eggleston Woodland and then comes around here to this sort of little switch where you can then bring it back into our main Snakus station. It also comes along here to Washington Park. We're going to keep that separate and we're going to hook into this one. We've got our schools and we've got our hospital and all that sort of good thing on this sort of stretch here. So I'm thinking if we can have something going up the middle here, that would be quite good. Parallel, I don't think we necessarily need it that large, so even just the small one. We've got a nice little spot there, which will be good. Do we even need one all the way over here by all of this? Is that going to just be too close? That just feels far too close, doesn't it? In fact, what I'm going to do, I know I'm overlapping here. We're going to do that, and we're going to take that one away and just have that one in the middle, because people will quite happily walk that far. And then if we take this, and we can use our mod here for joining these together. Hold shift for underground mode. I shall do that. And we're going to go from there all the way to here. And it's got it right first time. We'll do enter. Oh, why does it do that? Oh, is that because I've got it set here instead of tunnel? And it's gone outside the squares that we don't own as well. So, yeah, hang on a minute. Let me... Oh, what a flipping mess. What a mess. There we go. Okay. So maybe I'll just do that myself then, so we don't end up going outside the squares. So we'll set that to tunnel. Do this one here. And is that going to hook onto there? Yep, thank you very much. Excellent. And then we're going to pause the game, and we're going to take this stop here, and we're going to drag that all the way through to there. Excellent. And then we're going to add stops on either side of this one, if it lets me. There we go. One there and one there. Excellent. And we'll name this, yeah, the Autumn District line that now goes all the way through to. So let's just take a look at that. That's this one. Let's just change the colour on that so we can tell the difference. There we go. Excellent. So that's got 4 stops, 3 vehicles. I think we're going to maybe add another vehicle on there. So that's not Cherry to Eggleston anymore. It's Cherry to Autumn. Yeah, that's what I was going to change. So let's just change that. And that also means... There we go. That anybody living over here in the Autumn District can easily get over here to Eggleston Woodland, which does need some more people. We've got space for 251 and we've got 113 workers. We need to get up to 400 for the next level. So that is something worth keeping in mind. Okay, let's keep an eye on this, and hopefully this will keep expanding. Okay, just looking at this main road that goes through the middle here, we have a heck of a lot of traffic lights. So I'm just going to remove all of those, and hopefully that will be okay. We've got... Let's have a look through. Have we got any others anywhere else where we don't need any? We've got traffic lights on this main road. That's okay. Let's have a look up here. We've got some here. We made that 4-lane road, but not all the way up. Yeah, we might adjust that. We'll see how it goes. Yeah, I think that'll be okay. Just want to do as much as we can to try and keep this traffic humming along nicely. And that is now looking good on the other side of the road there, isn't it? Oh, very nice, very nice. Right, I'm going to let the game run for a bit, get this filled up, and we'll come back and we'll see whether we've got any nearer. We haven't quite yet got up to 15,000, although we're getting close. Yay, we've hit Grand City, which is fantastic. Couple of extra options down here, a third loan that we won't be taking. These will come in handy a little bit later on, but let's keep going. Let's see how close to 24,000 we can get. Oh man, we really, really need another connection outside of this city. And look at this. Everyone's coming in on their bikes and their little weird electric vehicle things. We love it, we love it. Okay, things are building up. Let's slide over here. Oh, it's getting taller and taller, and people are upgrading, and I think it's looking really cool. I like the look that we've got going on here. Just these standard type buildings all fitting in really well. I'm hoping we can fill in some more of these gaps and get more of these upgraded and get close as we can to our 24,000 population. I think we might need to expand. And I'm looking at this piece of land over here and thinking, whoa, and thinking, Jumpy Game, whether we could expand off of this road a little bit as well. We could still keep it isolated from this forestry area that we've got going on, but it would fit in with what we've got happening. Let's just have a listen to the noise pollution. And actually this little section here is not too bad. One more thing I do want to do is this one is struggling for plain timber, although now I'm looking it seems to be okay. We've got a bit of a backup in there. Okay, that's fine. So I think we might expand that over to here as well. Whether we end up keeping it or not, but I don't think there would be much else that we would do with this piece of land. So yeah, let's do that as well. I'm just sort of looking at how this road's connected here, whether we could make a connection that comes underneath here as well. It'd mean maneuvering some of these around a bit, but actually I think that could work quite well. So what we might just do first of all is just copy this main street here and have on it far enough away that it's not going to cause any problems with this one. Look, loads of people are moving in. So maybe if we sort of go out here, but then I'm going to sort of bring this around. See, where's this going to end up? If we go like that and just sort of finish there and then build off of that, and then we could always connect these two up. If we sort of come across like this in a couple of places. So if we go there, we'll maybe remove some of those traffic lights. We'll come out. I want to come out at 90 degrees. Come on. Come on. You know where you want to connect. You want to connect here. Do it now. It's like, oh, there we go. It's teasing me. It's teasing me. Yeah, and I think that'll be okay. And then we'll build off of this. Okay, so this is the sort of thing we end up with, which I think is looking okay. I'm going to grab this 4-lane road again, and I think I'm going to make maybe this one here, sort of the larger one that goes up through the middle, that hopefully will connect to all of these. And then we got a lot of traffic lights. I might come back to those afterwards. Let me just get all of our water pipes and everything in first. There we go. Excellent. And then let's remove these traffic lights that we've got along here. I think we'll leave perhaps the ones there with the larger road. We'll get rid of all of these. What have we got in there? We actually probably need some traffic lights in there. We're going to go for a quick setup time traffic light and then see how they go. And then the rest of these are going to be give way. There we go. I think that'll be okay. Oh, looking good. Looking good. And I'm just wondering whether we could add in some sort of trash collection services over here as well to help for this end of the area. And I think this little spot over here might be a very good spot for that. We do now have the waste processing and the waste transfer facilities. Oh, we do have some trash collection here, but let's just add another one in over here just to help. And I'm going to extend this road out just slightly, just to there. There we go. Excellent. That'll be good. Hopefully help. Right. What do we need? So we're starting to need some industry and stuff like that as well. I'm just thinking, let's zone this in. There we go. Pine Hills. And then with our styles, we can go for plain office and commercial, plain height density. And I'm just thinking about getting some offices along here, along the front. So we've got our commercial over there. And it will sort of help to block the noise, even if we have some offices along this section here. I think that could be good there. Maybe again we'll have some low density shops along the front, like that. And then everything else is going to be high density. Whoop, there we go, high density. So let me just get all of this in. Right, things are growing up nicely. Autumn districts ended up with almost, well, just over 7,500, coming up to 8,000 population, which is great. Pine Hills up to 260. We can see the traffic's okay here because they're all heading this way into town. 71, 73%. Yeah, there's a lot of people moving in. So it's going to take a while to balance out. I added a few schools and parks just sort of dotted around. And then where we need to, we'll add some more trees as well. I don't think the noise over here is going to be an issue. No, it's fine, especially with all the offices that are down there. And people are upgrading when they come in as well, which is great. Oh, man, how close are we going to get to the 24,000? Let's find out. I feel like we need an asymmetrical road here or a slightly bigger one with the metro. With the trams. Yeah, we'll keep an eye on that. Talking about that, actually, is there a way of getting our metro into here? Could we bring that around to connect there? So that would be like a bit of a loop. Or could we use this one here to add in a separate line that just comes straight up into here? Why not? Why not? Let's just go for one of these. I think, again, right in the middle there will be perfectly fine. And then let's get this hooked up. Then we'll pause the game and we'll take that line and drag it all the way out to there. And then add a couple of stops onto here. Excellent. That's good. Excellent. So I'll be back with you in a moment once this is all filled in and see whether we're going to get up to our 24,000 population and finally unlock that other square. Come on. Oh, finally 24,000 population. We can now unlock another square. Oh my goodness, that has taken so long. Whoops. And we all know which square we're going to be unlocking. We're going to be unlocking this one over here. Yes, please. Excellent. Now we get access to another way to get on the highway. So let's just hook this up. I think what we're going to do is just continue this out straight. And then I'm going to curve this round. Let's grab that. Yep, that looks good. Excellent. So we get traffic lights at the end. I don't mind that. And now let's have a look up here. Just see how this is all set up. Yep, that looks good. We've got 2 lanes going in each direction, which is fine. Hooking up to the highway. I think everything's looking all right there. Yep, good, good. So now, all of the people on this side of town have all got access to come over here to join the highway instead of going all the way through there. Now, the interesting thing is going to be is whether they will actually eventually do that or not. So I'm going to keep an eye on this road connection here and see how many people we're going to get coming across down this way. And I am wondering whether... I don't think I want to hook... See, look, already people are coming out and going up here. I don't want to hook all of these up to this road. I'm going to keep this one free. So, yeah, let me just keep an eye on this for a minute. See how many people we get coming down here. They've started already, and they're doing something a little bit winky-wonky there. Let's just see what the heck is going on here. Yeah, it looks like there's probably some extra nodes in there. We might be able to fix that. If we do... I'm going to do that, that, and that. We'll do the same there, the same there. And then we're going to say, don't stop, just go straight through. You're going to have a go straight through, go straight through. I think it's how close these nodes are to each other. So if we do that and do that. They're still doing it. All right, okay. If I remove this node and remove that node. And then what we don't want is this going on round here. So let's just do that again. There we go. There we go, and there we go. So that should be... Yeah, there we go. Much, much better. Let's just check the speeds we've got going on here. So it's 50. For some reason, that one goes down to 60. 50, 50, and the highway's 60. Yeah, so 50's down here, fine. So if we just get sort of 50 on there, and then this is all going to be 50 all the way down to the end. Yep. That's good. This is 35 along here, which I feel like could be a little bit higher, I've got to be honest. So let's just change all of this to 40. There we go. That continued all the way along to the end. I'm just wondering whether we might just expand that just a little bit. And I think what I'm going to put in here is actually some super duper time traffic lights, just so we can get a hold of this traffic before it even starts. And anything that comes up here is now going to be saving traffic from the other direction. So this, along with the metro, I think is going to make a huge difference. Okay, so I've just filled in the rest of this area here. Let's just make sure that they've got enough water. There we go. We'll come along there. We'll connect that one up. That's almost under the road. We'll be fine. Let's just get this one going across here as well. Oh my goodness me, that's under the roads where they belong. You know, sometimes it's just as near as you can, and we'll never have to see it again, so that's fine. I'm going to take any zoning off of this main road here. I don't want to zone any of that, but then we're going to fill the rest of this in with the little plan that we've had going so far, and then the rest of this is going to be high density all the way up here. And I think, there we go, that should be nice and good. There we go. Do I really want to go up there? We'll maybe leave that gap There we go. Excellent. Then if we want to add some more of these houses, we can. We can expand out down here as well and expand over there as well, which is really good. These are all complaining that they don't have enough educated workers. So let's just check what's going on in here. Plenty of room in the high school and the high capacity elementary school. I tell you what it is that we don't have is we don't have a university in here. So I'm just wondering whether we could just sneak in a high-capacity university along here. We could just use this little gap at the back here. Can I go in there without overlapping the roads? That'll be good. We can add some parking around there. Everybody's happy. All the way along down here, which is great. And then we just need some more workers, more offices, and I think then we're going to be all right. So offices I'm going to add down here. We're going to expand this one. So that's only going to fill in with what we're... Oh, yeah, good job I spotted that. Otherwise we could have got some weird houses in there. Excellent. And I think this area is going to turn out well once the trash all gets picked up. So there we go. I'm really pleased with the way that this little addition to our city has turned out. Traffic has been reduced by having an extra exit out of the city and by getting our metro sorted as well. Any other suggestions and ideas you've got, let me know in the comments below. Hopefully now we're going to be back to our normal schedule as much as possible. Maybe 2 videos a week just while I'm getting back into the swing of things. But none of my cities are going anywhere. None of them are disappearing, even though we've gone back to New Zealand as well. I've been working on that one, which you'll probably see on the screen right now. So be subscribing so you don't miss out on any of those. Leave a like if you enjoyed, and I'll see you all very soon. Have a great day. Take care. Bye-bye.